Follow the monk's trail.
The monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked. But I could only guess.
So it's cross the river or follow the river. Now, the follow the river takes us towards St. John in the Forest, which I think makes more sense because we know there's a priory there, because Philip was the prior of St. John in the Forest. And if the tracks had continued on the other side, we probably would have figured that. I think we follow it up.
The stream led us to a more convenient crossing. Here, one could easily pass without getting drenched in icy water. Suddenly, the boy called out. He had spotted something on the other bank. A set of fresh hoofprints.
Hoof.
He laughed triumphantly at our eyes.
I mean, I probably could have gone the other way and that might have helped me escape. Yeah, made a success.
So, we crossed the river. The boy cheerfully mocking my skills as a tracker.
I figured out he'd gone this way because of my tracking skills. Oh, what? That way? That's not where I thought we were going. I thought we were going the other way.
What is it?
He got us lost.
Did you?
There was a
Papa, I'm
There was a
tired.
path. Why didn't we follow the path?
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
Oh,
You should all get some rest. Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
All right.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
we're jumping around the timeline because surely this is before the cathedral and that's been burnt
You
down.
stay where I can see you while my sister rests. And no tricks.
I'm confused. Can I just grab it?
Ha.
Wait for Tom.
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
No, shake head.
I don't like you.
Wow.
Tell me, why do you care about your book so much? Wait, where is it? You sneaky thief. I knew it. You just want to rob us.
You took it first.
You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
What are you rambling on about?
It's from the book.
How do you know this? You're an animal.
Can't you read?
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There is something there.
So,
What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children! Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
Is the venison going to have been spoiled because I didn't cure it?
If I'd known you lived this close, my Agnes might have been safe.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living. Jack, give the children some soup, will you?
Right.
Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring water. Sometimes you get lucky, but not this year.
Okay. We're going to be able to do it for Martha as well.
Some time ago I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the Castellan, to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
I refused. All I cared about was working on a cathedral again. I was a fool.
You can do better than to build churches.
Well, I worked on one once. That was good work. I won't
Thank you,
ramble
Jack.
on now. But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labor. Men abandon their children all the time. It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No, that is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of
I think
town
I'll just have to
law.
suit myself.
Just us and the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. We almost would have had meat today too. But it started to rot before we could cure it.
Was
Eat well, children. We'll need your strength.
was there a way to cure it?
And so do you, Master
Oh
Builder.
dear.
Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you. Well, they're asleep now. So, what is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care. More than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know. Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
Oh.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also don't have to go through this alone.
Ooh.
Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel, and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
Don't want to leave. No, I'm going to see a castle. A real castle.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
Oh, wow, that was quick. I was thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be one session getting through chapter 2. I let the meat spoil, so there must have been a way to actually cure it then. Alfred tolerated us. Looking forward to finally leaving. But I didn't get all the information because I gave everyone soup. But ran into Tom Builder and his family. Hang on a minute. Because I thought these would be choices, or outcomes of those choices, like Alfred tolerating us. But I assume the whole thing is I've got to run into Tom Builder. Like, there's no way of avoiding that, is there? Maybe you can actually escape if you go the wrong way? I don't know. Or maybe that just makes Alfred not like you as much. So maybe the meat can only spoil. I don't know. I'm not sure how much impact I'm having. Oh, that's fine. The conspiracy. The cave. Oh, I was waiting for something else beginning with C.
Did you pack enough food? I don't want you to starve, Alfred.
You mean those rock-hard nuts? Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So,
Nothing.
what have you built
Is there a
so
goodbye
far?
to the castle?
I'm sure Jack would love to
Where's
hear
me
about
book?
your work.
Houses.
Where's... Oh.
They're looking for you.
I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again.
I've got a slingshot.
I've got a slingshot.
Maybe you could teach me how to use it.
I will.
Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
I'll always be around. Go on, cheesy lines. Love it.
I will always be around.
That's not your job. You should look after yourself and your mother first. And I want to stay here where it's safe.
Yeah, give her Charlemagne to protect her.
This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you.
Oh. Am I his princess?
You are. Together, you are brave and smart, and will never give up.
All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Martha! Where are you?
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter.
Yeah, because you're moving out of your comfort zone of the forest.
Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all.
This reminds me of a bit of Lord of the Rings in the book where Radagast shows up. It's like, I was told I would find you just outside a region with the uncouth name of Shire. It is the Shire, and you're just on its border. Oh, I have to keep going. I left the forest. I thought Sharing was like
By
the
noon,
county.
we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy.
Oh, do I make that choice? I think the bishop. I'm thinking the bishop. Partly because... Why is there... Oh, that just zooms out. Okay. Where were we before? We weren't in Shiring, were we? Yeah, this is weird. It feels like we've jumped back in time again. Like, it feels like the opening the stuff with Tom, and now Jack, is at a different... earlier than the stuff with Philip that we've just done. But I don't know. Right, I think go to the bishop makes sense, simply because we might be able to more likely to escape from there as well if it goes horribly wrong, but also...
As we approached the building, Tom noticed the cold in Mother's eyes. Though she had agreed to accompany him to the bishop, she had remained quiet about her true feelings, while Tom didn't see it fit to ask. Gradually, the palace came into
Oh dear. Have I made the wrong choice? We keep walking. Oh, so we could change our mind. I like that. Okay, let's try the town then. Let's actually change our mind.
Shiring was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls.
So it looked like I was hoping there'd be a little kind of, oh, we changed our mind and Tom decided, blah blah blah.
Finally, Mother called us over. Rumor had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say, "That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago." But apart from me, no one took notice.
Oh wait, so we're going to Earl's Castle because that's where the job is. I clearly wasn't paying attention. I was distracted. Castle of Earl Bartholomew. Maybe these are contemporary then, because that's who's planning on going to war. For the Empress.